Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today I'm looking at Avatar: The Last Airbender, Book 2, Chapter 7, Zuko Alone. And man, what a fantastic episode. So, after separating from his uncle Iroh, Zuko's pretty much all alone with barely any food or water but weapons to keep him company. So he comes across this family who bring him in after a bunch of Earth Kingdom soldiers try to catch this little kid. And Zuko defends him without even knowing he even did. I don't know, it's not really implied, but they thank the kid's family thanks him by bringing him food and water. However, the Earth Kingdom soldiers come by again, and through exchanges, turns out the family had another kid who went into the war and he never came back. And Zuko decides to back off and not get involved, but he leaves the kid a little present, a knife that Zuko was once given by his uncle Iroh when he was a child. We'll get to those bits in a bit. We'll get to that part of the episode in a bit. But unfortunately, the kid decided to stand up to the soldiers and it got him captured. So Zuko, being the absolute best, decides to go and rescue the kid. And he gets into a pretty decent fight with the leader. And it's pretty interesting that he wouldn't firebend, and yet he would use these swords in hand-to-hand combat. That is legit clever. But then he's reminded, and through sheer willpower, when he's at his weakest, Zuko just goes full firebend on his ass. And in a rather sad twist, after he reveals himself, and it's just utterly tragic that the kid he saves immediately turns on him after finding out who he is. And before anyone says down in the comments, oh, then you must hate this part then. On the contrary, I think it makes sense why. I mean, Zuko is the son of one of the most powerful firebenders and possibly one of the powerful benders in the show, Fire Lord Ozai. And I totally get why they immediately turn on Zuko. I mean, honestly, pretty much how it reflects what you've done in the past pretty much haunts you in the future, and when other people find out who you really are, they immediately turn their backs on you. And unfortunately, it feels realistic, and it's just downright of a downer. But Zuko doesn't let that stop him. I mean, you can't please everybody, regardless of who you are. And Dante Basco does a fantastic job giving a fantastic vocal performance and making Zuko one of the most relatable characters in cartoon history. I mean, he's pretty much an anti-hero in this episode. Oh, and the flashbacks pretty much add to him as a character. I mean, he seems like your typical normal kid. He had a pretty decent childhood. I mean, his mom, I'm not sure he's never given a name. Let me know down in the comments if you know her name, because I don't think they ever say it. She was a very loving, warming mother. Very sweet towards Zuko, but very strict to Azula, who, even back then as a little kid, was an absolute savage. Downright sadistic. And I love the immense detail when both Zuko and Azula show off what their newfound firebending techniques to their grandfather Azulon. And yes, that is why Zuko's sister is named Azula. After her grandfather. Very subtle. Oh, and speaking of subtlety, I like the expressions on Ozai. When Azula comes to show off the firebending moves, a bit of a smile. But when Zuko comes in, very frowny. So it shows that Azula is the prodigy he always wanted, Zuko is the mistake. And you honestly feel horrendously bad for Zuko when not only the person that truly cared for him has disappeared, but Azulon, who pretty much berates Ozai for wanting to backstab Iroh, who just lost his son, and pretty much immediately reprimands him for even thinking about that. But in an unfortunate turn of events, it turns out Azulon was pretty much passed away off screen. And yeah, and it's pretty damn obvious Ozai killed him. It's pretty damn obvious, given that Iroh is nowhere to be found, Azulon is dead, and his wife is nowhere to be found. So it's obvious Ozai was the next in line. He planned all this. And through Zuko's sad eyes and Azula's sadistic smile, Zuko is pretty much all alone. He's lost, his mother is gone, and I don't think we'll ever see her again. So that's my review of Zuko Alone. I think it's the best episode that I've seen so far. Let's just hope the next couple of episodes live up to that hype. So I hope you liked this episode. Tomorrow I'll be looking at Chapter 8, The Chase. I come to think of it as the Mad Max of the Mad Max Fury Road of the Avatar series. It's pretty much a chase episode. A non-stop chase with tense action. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.